It's not failure, it's just projection. Projection is real, spiritual warfare is real, money to spirits are real, destiny swapping is real. And if you don't know that about that, friend, you at the right place. What's up, friend? It's your girl Extra T on the Extra T podcast show, and I'm back with another message. Hey, bestie. I hope all is well with you guys, and I hope y'all having a beautiful day so far. What's up, family and friends? What y'all doing? I hope all is well. I hope y'all been enjoying y'all, week so far, or just life been treating you fairly. You get what I'm saying? Or you been making the best out of your life. Cause did you go tell yourself I love you today in that mirror, friend? Did you go tell yourself I love you in that mirror today? Because if I don't care if nobody in this on this world don't love you, friend, you need to love you. Do you get what I'm saying? You will be surprised how loving yourself just by even just being a friend. When I tell you, see, people get it twisted thinking loving yourself means cocky wise. No, ma'am. And when you do start loving yourself, it also shows who really don't love themselves. It be the people that, oh, I love myself. I know I'm fine. I'm sexy as hell. I'm this, I'm that. Them be the ones that'll get triggered by you just genuinely, silently loving yourself. You get what I'm saying? Excuse me. Right? So let's get into it. Now, friend, when I go back into childhood, right, and and I think about like like they say, like sometimes the things you meant to do in life is something that you love to do in childhood, right? And I forgot all about when I was younger, or whatever. I used to record myself. I remember this day. I remember this video I made. I was in the hallway and I was just like, "Today is the day." I used to sing, you know what I'm saying? I used to sing real loudly. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I was a singer or nothing, but I used to just do a lot of stuff. Like I always had my own little show type stuff, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes or whatever, right? And people used to laugh at it or whatever, because I always been a character. I always have been, never understood why, I just been myself. I always have been. Always been in my own corner. You know what I'm saying? Just like not saying like I'm just innocent, no. But one thing I can say out of a collective, being honest with you, collectively, I always been in my own lane. Always have been. Never really cared to be like nobody else. Cause it's a lot to me. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm so random every day to the point it might look like I'm, it gonna look like I'm unstable because you have so much creativity within you, or you just a dreamer. You get what I'm saying? You a visionary. Like you know how to vision stuff, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that vision, sometimes you get caught into that delulu, you know what I'm saying, to the point that you escape the real world. When I was younger, whatever, friend, I used to always feel that I was in the wrong generation. I always have, I swear to God. I always felt like I was in the wrong generation. I always been kind of serious. You know what I'm saying? People used to say I was acting like an old woman. I used to be kind of serious, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of made me like I was judgmental as crap. And sometimes I was judgmental as crap. I didn't know no better. Sure, I'm just looking at it like people. I don't know why everybody around me so different. You get what I'm saying? I'm just like, why y'all so immature? Why you so this and why you so that? And that right there, me being having a different mindset, you know what I'm saying? Being so blunt, it got me, targeted a lot. You get what I'm saying? Especially at an early age, you know what I'm saying? Because I was not afraid to stand up for myself, speaking for myself, even though I was by myself. You get what I'm saying? And some of the times, you know what I'm saying, like it just like every time at the chances I could, I try to speak up for myself. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is, friend, life, life can be ugly. I ain't gonna lie. And I'll be real with you. And now, like, if we get out the Lulu world and I'm being 100% real with you, life can be shitty, man. You get what I'm saying? Life can really be shitty. Do you get what I'm saying? Because how people treat you. You get what I'm saying? When you communicate that, your hurt or what you go through and to certain individuals, it's like I feel like, I swear, y'all, I really feel like that spiritual warfare is a thing, friend. When I say destiny swapping, like projection is real. People can see your light mind and would act like they don't see it, friend, on purpose, just to make you feel small. And I didn't never want to believe it, friend. I never wanted to believe it, and I never wanted to believe like people will view you. So you will be surprised, friend, how small and how ugly people will view you just because of their own projections. You get what I'm saying? And I'm learning, friend. And it kind of hurt your feelings a little bit, especially if it's close loved ones. If it's people that you really like look up to, or if it's people that you really like love. You know what I'm saying? This is why they say truth. A lot of people don't like the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because if you the type of person that do care about other people's judgment, friend, you gonna stay stuck for a very long time. And I'm gonna tell you why, friend, because the life wants you to be a people pleaser. I done been there before, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like it's like people knew that, and I'm not trying to just blame other people, but I'm just giving you an example so I can help you out, right? People would know that you got trauma. You know what I'm saying? I have wounds. You get what I'm saying? I have wounds, just like any other, child that, like, not saying everybody else got it. No, but anybody else. If you done been through stuff in your life, my life wasn't. I was dealt a shitty hand. I'm not gonna lie, and I didn't understand why, but it was spiritually. It was a spiritual warfare, because the enemy knew that I had a destiny on my life, and I didn't even know it, friend. I didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? It was communicating. You get what I'm saying? Know how to communicate. And being telling people for you to grow up, and people tell you talk too much, harass you about your voice. You know what I'm saying? My voice is raspy because it have a purpose. You get what I'm saying? It have a purpose. It's not meant to be light, friend. It's meant to stir up. It's meant to call. Meant to stop traffic. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not knowing that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not knowing why. Like, friend, just imagine you being a little girl, you get what I'm saying, growing up in the world, and you feel so alone, friend. You get what I'm saying? And then you being made fun of because you being feeling so alone. And then when you try to cry it out to people, you know what I'm saying? People make you look like you the problem, or you overly emotional. You just a crybaby. But how would they feel in your shoes? And let me tell you something. I can tell you how they feel like if they was in your shoes. A lot of them will feel how I feel now at this big grown age. I went through it early, friend. I went through my spiritual battles early. My whole damn most of my life. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why I'm boldly able to tell you. Bear with me, y'all, if I get true. How I can tell you that it's spiritual warfare, because God came. I had to call on God, friend. When I call on God, it ain't because it's popular. When I tell you about the divine friend, when I tell you, friend, when I tell you, I like, friend, I ain't lying to you, baby. The divine is real, baby. He is real love. Do you get what I'm saying? And when the odds was against me, I didn't know, like, I was not, you know how you could be God friend, but you don't put God first, as in, like, because you so busy focusing on life, you living life. You get what I'm saying? It's like, even I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even for a lie. Anybody a lie and say, well, I do put God first, and knowing dang well God is not the center of their life. Money is, love is, clout is, all of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, mine was just my life, money. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I knew he was still my father. I knew, like, I knew I still try to treat people, with respect first. You know what I'm saying? But also I moved through my ego too, because I had to, because my ego, not saying like, in on my how I'm viewing my life, I had to, get in my ego some of the times to survive. You get what I'm saying? And we get it twisted too. We look at survival mode like we supposed to stay in survival mode. You supposed to stay in survival mode your whole entire life. Look, 444 on the clock, right? And I'm thinking that I'm like, man, I would really, like, really soul searching my whole entire life, friend, trying to figure out, like, what makes me happy. And then when you got the devil coming at you, trying to knock everything out that do make you happy, because he don't want you to be happy. It's crazy, friend. Like, how much? And then, let me get back to that. When I told you, when the divine, right? When the devil was on my throat, friend, all my life, all my life, all my life, all my life, and I was naive to it. You get what I'm saying? The divine had to come tell me, friend. The divine had to come tell me. Do you know how it feels for the divine to tell you people that you love the most, or a person you love the most, you got to move away from them because it's something you ain't tripping what you feel in your spirit? So imagine it at an early age or whatever, you feeling, like you able to feel energy. You don't know what you feel the room. You can feel when people talking about you. You can feel when people don't care about you. You can feel when they smiling in your face. You get what I'm saying? Your spirit telling you. You got a big old heart, but your spirit telling you something ain't right. Why you feel naked around this person? Why you feel judged around this person? You get what I'm saying? Why am I feeling this awkward energy from this person? You get what I'm saying? And I learned the divine say you ain't tripping. You ain't tripping, friend. Let me tell you something. I told you I had to call on the divine mind. Because I'm just like, man, this my life don't make sense to me. I treat people with respect. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna always give you respect first. Not saying I'm an easy cookie, no, baby. I'm not perfect at all. I done went low too, friend. You get what I'm saying? I always remind you that, right? But it ain't about you. It ain't about you being perfect. It's about you taking accountability on your part. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes, I was blinded to the fact of my part. And Divine said, you need to relook at that situation again. The reason why you had to go through this is such woo 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 woo, right? So I want to talk to somebody who have a hard life, or you feel like your life, the odds is against you, friend. Let me tell you something, baby. Fight for yourself. Fight for yourself, right? If I would have never, ever, 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 ever called on the divine 2021, friend, I don't know what my life would be. You get what I'm saying? I probably would have been somewhere like, like mental, like, well, I'm a strong soldier. I'm mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't look like it, baby, I'm very mentally strong. You get what I'm saying? That's why I feel like the enemy was after me so bad, because of my mental, my knowledge, whatever I got, whatever he think, whatever he know. And then I'm gonna tell you something, friend. That's how you know too that it's something about you that the enemy don't that the enemy scared of, because he don't he going he sending his minions your way, and most of the time the people that's doing you dirty, that's the devil moving through them, friend. That's the devil moving through them. You ain't tripping, friend. You is not tripping. And when I tell you that, man, and it's so hard in this world not to look at people in a negative light. You know what I'm saying? When it's spiritual warfare, because like it's like out of all people you do that. You saying you do that? You get what I'm saying? Out of all people, you really plotting on me? But that's the devil, friend. That's the enemy. And not saying that person is devilish now, but it's the entity that's moving through them due to their trauma. You get what I'm saying? And people feeds off other people's trauma. That's why it's trauma bonds. And when you don't have, that's why it's not good to make trauma bonds. You know what I'm saying? It might seem like I'm making a trauma bond with y'all friend. But if I ever make a trauma bond with you, friend, oh baby, it's elevate. We elevating it from it. You get what I'm saying? As in, we healing together. And you'll be surprised how many people don't want you to heal. Because when you start healing, you start seeing people for who they truly are. You get what I'm saying? And don't beat yourself up because you see that. You get what I'm saying, friend? Like, I was so naive to a lot of the things that was going on in my life. I was so naive to a lot of the things that was going on in my life, friend. Like, as in, like, the spiritual warfare, the destiny swapping, you know what I'm saying? You knowing that if you did something, say if I threw a stone, right? Or say if me and you, I get into it with you, right? Just for example, or me and you get into it or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, and we have a heart-to-heart conversation, or we having this conversation or whatever, and I tell you, well, you know what? I was wrong on this part because I did this such. But or say they apologize. Well, I apologize, but it was because you did this, and people don't like to take accountability, right? For an example, right? That's that. I feel like this projection. It's also destiny swap. Like, destiny swapping is like somebody would choose to view you in a negative light when they know dang well deep down inside that you really not a negative person, you're really not a bad person, you're really actually a genuine person. But they would either try to treat you like you're not, or they try to act like you not know a nobody. That's where black sheep come from. You get what I'm saying? When people act like you are nobody, people overlook you. You can be talented as crap, you can be gifted in all type of ways, but they still choose to overlook you, or they only celebrate you when they need something out of you. And God already prepared me for that. You get what I'm saying? There's this next chapter in my life that a lot of people were going to come in fake. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you like this, friend, and that's how I told you. That's how you know it's destiny swapping. That's how you know that it be projection. You get what I'm saying? Because when you get out the illusion, the devil will try to put you in that illusion. And when he know that you elevate, you trying to soul search, he keep on knocking you down because he don't want you to fully see yourself, because he see you. And the people that also treating you like less than, they see you too, friend. They see you. They see you. They see your potential. But that's why they trying to stop you before you get to where you going. You get what I'm saying? And it can really hurt your feeling. How if you knew how people really view you, friend, how low they view you. And they'd be the people that would smile in your face. They will be the people that you really love, friend. This is why I tell you spiritual warfare is real. Destiny swapping is real. As in, like, they will make you go your whole entire life thinking they're just like, okay, say if a mother, right, she know her child is gifted, he can be very talented, he could be a good singer, and he could be this, he could be that, and but she don't want him to go out of it because she want him to go to school. Because nah, you ain't going out there. She know damn well that this man is good and he can get them out of the hood. He can do this, he can do that. But she want to keep him small because she don't want him. She don't want him to elevate because if he elevate, he gonna leave her. You get what I'm saying? And do you know, like, and I know they just an example. Sometimes my son can make an example. Hear me out. Some people want to keep you low because they make them feel comfortable at how low you are. And that's so sad. It's so hateful, and that's a hateful thing to me. You get what I'm saying? To want to see somebody so little. And then most of the time when they do you like that, it's because they feel that way about themselves. They feel that way about themselves. And it's sad. Instead of them, like my thing is one thing I can say, my misery don't love no company. If one thing about me, if I know if I got somebody around me that feel low about themselves, get what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna uplift them. I'm gonna uplift them. If they tell me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm really messed up. These people done did this to me, they done did that to me. Let me tell you something, friend. I'm one of them people, they gonna be like, well, fuck them. Mother joke them. They don't run none. They this, they that. You know what I'm saying? That's me. That's who I am. You get what I'm saying? And I'm also the mug, like I try to, but I used to be like that so fast, right? And not knowing that, like sometimes you gotta know both sides of the story first. Because sometimes you might be agreeing with the wrong side. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, friend. Now, I know that a lot of y'all probably not gonna understand it, what I'm talking about, right? But especially in the term that I'm speaking of, right? Especially like if you're not connected like with yourself spiritually, right? But hear me out, friend. It's very important to get to know yourself, sitting with yourself, not being afraid to be alone. Because in the midst of you being alone, it's like my life always isolated me to get to know who I am, right? And some of the times I prevented it because, you know what I'm saying, because I was too busy falling for the illusion that the enemy was placing on me. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, okay, so I'm trying to see what area I want to go to. Give me a little minute, right? Okay, remember I told you too that people would like to keep you small, you know what I'm saying, because they make them feel comfortable. I done seen that on so many, like, just saying, like, people telling stories just all over the internet. When people be telling their testimony, and when people be going through stuff, all them fallouts that don't make sense and stuff like that, friend. That right there that's part of it. That's spiritual warfare. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you meant to do something in life, and you don't never know what that is, friend. See, me, I didn't know mine was recorded. Even though I recorded when I was younger, and I used to have fun with it. I always had like my own imaginary friend. I always been kind of delusional. You get what I'm saying? Because that's all I had. You get what I'm saying? That's all I had, friend. I didn't have people that really resonated with me in my life. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, like Mug have people around them, but if they don't resonate, that's different. You still feel alone. When people choose, and I think I told you, people, not saying everybody like they know. I'm just saying some of some of the things I ran across in life, some of the roadblocks I ran towards was people, chose, I feel like to me, chose not to, understand me. And some didn't understand me because for one, I was deep. I was a deep soul. I always been deep. You know what I'm saying? Even though I might look weird or come off as weird, I'm just a deep soul. You get what I'm saying? As in, like, you're not gonna be able to read me in one sentence. You ain't gonna be able to know who I am just by coming in trying to judge me. You get what I'm saying? You have to really read that book. And one thing about it, people will judge a books by its cover. And it's one thing that life love to do. And they do it off their own experiences in life. That's why they judging. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the people in their life like that. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe that's how they view themselves. Most of it be how they view themselves too. You know, especially when they view you real low and they look at you real like, you know, you be like, what the why this person looking at me like that? Why they so triggered by me? Why I ain't did nothing to this person? Sometimes it's because they self, friend. Man, one thing I can tell you, friend. Oh, baby, baby. Shh. I got weird stories, but I don't be really caring to share them because I learned that it's spiritual warfare. You get what I'm saying? And and spiritual warfare, and it's also destiny swap. You get what I'm saying? I know that's a popular thing, especially in the spiritual community, to talk about that. But no, friend, I'm telling you, when odds always against you, and you just like, what the crap is really going on? When you mind your business, no matter what you doing, it's like the odds always trying to come up against you. It don't matter what you doing. It's like the devil always trying to make you unhappy. It don't matter where you run to. The sign, it's like, you know how they say signs sold in different bodies? Yes. Baby, I done dealt with it. I done dealt with it a lot in life. Do you get what I'm saying? We're just like, bro, you too? You too? You too? But it's the entity. It's a devil. It's like it's a low vibrational energy that's chasing you, friend. It's chasing you. Some of y'all, and y'all ain't even got to be spiritual to go through this, friend. A lot of stuff is spiritual. Spirituality, they say that, that's a way of, a belief system, but spirituality is really life. Everything is spiritual. Everything. The divine is a spirit, friend. You get what I'm saying? Everything is spiritual. Everything is deep. Everything have energy. Everything, like, energy don't lie. It don't matter. One thing I learned, the best thing that ever happened to me was being left out in the cold. Being left to rot, basically. You get what I'm saying? And in the moment of that, the divine showed me, you know what I'm saying, that the stuff that you feeling ain't a lie. You get what I'm saying? The stuff that you feeling ain't a lie. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is, like I told you, when you see, like, a lot of y'all, you might be feeling like life really trying to be it. It's like, dang, I can't take a break for nothing. Baby, keep going. Keep going, friend. Keep going. I don't care if it seems like it's too hard to climb that mountain. Climb it anyway, friend. I don't care if the devil say you are nothing. You a cunt. You this. You worthless. You ain't gonna never be shit. You ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna do that. Because that's basically and that's why you go through it at an early age too. Because they hear them voices in your head to keep you from going where you going. If it ain't people doing it, now they come in and give it to you. They also the projections that the words stay with you. You get what I'm saying? It's trying to mess up the root of you. And also it builds strength. It builds strength in you. You get what I'm saying? Spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, if you allow it to. When you get over the pain, when you face the pain, because it hurt that people really would view you so low. Like, when I look back in my life, whatever, like, how could you automatically think a person, how you at an early age as a kid, you think a person ain't gonna be shit? How you gonna judge a child that ain't gonna be shit? And I don't care if whatever their life look like, friend. Sometimes the people that's anointed got the worst lives. As in, like, they done been killers, they done been robbers, they done did all type of stuff. But when you ask those people why they do it, some of them, when they do, they'll tell you why they did it, and they take accountability on their part, even if it make them look bad, friend. That right there say a lot about them, because it ain't about you being perfect in this life. It's about you taking accountability on your part. Why did you do it? Can you say why? And do you got a legit reason why? And sometimes it be because people have to fight for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Not saying it's right to do wrong doing, no. It's not. It's not right to go, blow nobody ass, blow nobody tail off. It ain't right to, go rob somebody. No. But my thing is, if you ask certain people why they do something, sometimes they'll tell you, or like why you see certain people, like not all, like how some of these people, man, it ain't good that people be going around retaliating, shooting up schools and stuff. No. But one time, like how some people be, you be hearing some of these stories, you be like, oh my God, what made that possess that person to do that? Mind, some people, and this is why you gotta treat people with kindness. You get what I'm saying? Not saying you be a pushover, no. But be careful who you dealing with. When you hear some of these fast food restaurants, not saying everybody, no. But some of the stories when you be hearing, like for a prime example, right? I ain't never go watch. What was the dang? It was on the tip of my tongue. It was this movie. And it was the dude, remember the woman, they was in traffic and she had a child in the car with her. And it was some, I think it was some Caucasian people. Yeah, okay, so look, I don't know exactly. Somebody gonna know the movie, right? And cause somebody was talking about it, right? And it was this dude, he had a bad day, right? He had a bad work day, and the woman had road rage. And this right here is some people, when they road rage, they do too much. And this is why I don't really like being in the car with people. They got too much road rage. When you cussing people out, you saying all this because you don't know who the freak you talking to, friend. And then my thing is, it's cool, like, like my thing is, watch what you say to some of these folk, man. Some of these folk be ignorant. You get what I'm saying? My thing is, you don't know what they battling with. People go through mental stuff every day, and you think it just because you tough that people can't do nothing to you. You get what I'm saying? Let me tell you this, friend. Now I understand because we all got road rage. You get what I'm saying? But some people do too much. Getting out of the car, yelling and doing that, baby. And then as soon as you get out of the car, that person blow you off. Then now it's all over the news. You get what I'm saying, friend? My when I tell you, baby, when I came back to reality, ooh, child, I'm starting to see life for what it really is. And it's not all bad, but it can be crappy too. You get what I'm saying? Hear me out, right? So this is why I tell you, like, a lot of times, okay, the movie. Let me get back to it. Then I'm gonna get back to why I was saying why I got on this. Okay, the movie, whatever. I guess the lady, she was saying something mean to the dude, and he kept on asking her apologize. I had a hard day. Just I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to do it. And she blew him off. You get what I'm saying? Basically saying, fuck your feelings. I don't get no fuck about none that you talking about, right? So this man, when he said, okay, so since you don't care, I had a bad day, I'm finna make you have one. When I tell you that man was chasing that woman, trying to kill her, you get what I'm saying? Because of what she did, like he chased her that whole entire day. You get what I'm saying? I ain't never fully watched it. I watched the trailer though. Because I don't know if I want to watch it or not. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is, I might need to go and watch it. I need to find the name of it. I seen it recently, and I was curious. I heard about this movie, but I ain't never get a chance to watch it. And I probably was on my bucket list, but I be doing other stuff so much to the point I don't really just have time to sit around and watch movies. Well, I do if I give myself the space to. I choose to be doing other stuff sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but I'm learning to like, hey, it's okay to just chill. You get what I'm saying? But friend, anyways, so basically the dude, you know what I'm saying, because he was already going through something. And there is a lot of people, right? Excuse me. He might have had a bad work day. And sometimes you go to work, jobs. One thing about me, Fred, that's how I knew it was spiritual warfare too, because it was even their jobs with me. It don't matter where I go. It don't matter who I turn to. It don't matter which way I go. I was still going through the same similar shit. It don't matter what I was doing. It's like the odds were so against me. It was like it was meant for it was like it was trying to make my life so hard. And I'm just like, bro, what the crap is really going on? Like, I try to be kind to people. I do a lot of stuff with love. Like, I'm not doing it just for blessings. And I'm the one seeing, you seeing everybody around you getting blessed up. And you just like, why I gotta work so hard for everything I get? Why do I gotta work so hard? And then when I work so hard, people still want to tear me down. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, and I didn't understand it, friend, until I learned that it's spiritual warfare. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? Spiritual warfare, when people can choose to love you, and then soon as the shit get tough, oh, they talking bad about you like you're the worst person in the world, friend. Spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare, when they both knew, when both of y'all know Not both. You know what I'm saying? When both of y'all know that you treated this person with kindness. And the reason, if you did get ugly with them, it was because for a reason. You get what I'm saying? And if it ain't, if you did get ugly with them, you okay, you know how to apologize. You know how to take accountability, even if you don't know how to fully apologize. Yeah, you was wrong in the situation. But don't be taking, just because you good at taking accountability and the next person ain't, don't mean you take you take over their part. You don't take blame for nobody else's part, friend, because life will do you like that. That's where people pleasing come from. What I told you, people pleasing is a form of selling your soul. And every time I keep on saying people pleasing, I keep on hearing in my spirit, in my mind, it's a form of witchcraft. I don't know why I keep on hearing it. I ain't never heard that one before. You know what I'm saying? I learned that people pleasing is a form of selling your soul, friend. The devil know who you are, and he know you're a good person, but he wants you to be a puppet. He want to tell you what you can do and when you can do it. When the divine is calling you to do something else. You get what I'm saying? He wants you to be afraid to go after what God telling you to go after. But I'm not knowing, friend, that I can call on God and ask God why. You get what I'm saying? Because like I told you, you know how people say, oh, never question God. Baby, please. You better start questioning. You better start questioning. I don't care who you are in life. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what you did in the past. Friend, you are forgivable. Do you get what I'm saying? You are forgivable, but you got to forgive yourself, baby. You got to forgive yourself. Life wants you to think that the divine closed doors on you just because you got an ugly past. And that's a lie. The life wants you to believe that you are nobody just because your life, your past was ugly. I can't help it where I was born in. I can't help it what I went through in life. No, I can't. Especially at an early age. I'm a kid, friend. I'm a kid. I'm a kid. How would I know the answers? I don't know nothing. All I knew how to do was suck it up. Or I would just cry. I cry a river. You get what I'm saying? To the point I get over it. You get what I'm saying? To the point that certain people had to knock on you, have to knock on my door because I don't like people to see me cry. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you knowing what I got going on. I don't want you to know that I'm battling with something. You know what I'm saying? The odds really against me. I'm not knowing what it is. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you this, friend, it's not because I'm playing victim. I'm not a victim. You know what I'm saying? Some cases I would look like I'm a villain. And I'm okay with it. Because I'm a villain because I stood up for myself. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it, right? Some chapters you're gonna be the villain. You're gonna have to save yourself, right? You get what I'm saying? And that's one thing the enemy don't want you to do, especially when he know that you care about your reputation. When he know you got a good heart, he know you hate for people to see you in the ugly light. But what happens, friend, if you ain't got no choice but the people to see you in the ugly light? Because you can't control your life. You can't control it as you when you young. You can't control the rumors about you. You can't control how people view you. You can't control how people treat you. All you can do is move away. You get what I'm saying? You cannot control none of that. All you can do is move out the way, friend. Do you know how many people I know that's being mistreated, you know what I'm saying, just in life in general? Because I told you, like, one thing about, like, just in life, and I did not know that it was so many people that can relate to me until I got older, until I got on the platforms. Man, you will be surprised how many people might go through stuff every day and they suffer in silence. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I'm here, friend. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't understand why my life was so ugly until the divine say, that's your testimony. I'm just like, huh? What you mean? That ain't no badge of honor to me, you know what I'm saying? Pulling swords in my life. But I look, friend, what I'm hearing. But did you die though? Ooh. Hold up. Huh? But did you die though? Yeah, I died spiritually. I died a few times. Mentally, emotionally, baby, I died a few times, friend. Do you know how many tears I cried? I could build a ocean with it, friend. Do you know how much pain I felt? Baby, pain should be my middle name. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of all the stuff I had to feel. I had to face reality, right? Like the other day, like I do a lot of crying now, you know what I'm saying, out of some releasing. You get what I'm saying? Because the divine, like I told you, when the devil tell you a nobody, the divine say the devil is a lie. Yes, ma'am. I did Yeah, my bad, y'all. So Miss Ma'ams had to come in the bathroom. But yeah. So I'm not understanding that, and then when I'm growing up or whatever, people, like I'm not trying to, this ain't got nothing to do with other people, friend. This is about me and this about you, right? This is a message, this is a friend to friend having conversations, friend. We ain't slandering nobody. This is my story. This is my life. That's, baby, if I can have a if I can have a camera, I swear to God. But one thing about it, I might ain't got no camera. And I might can't go back in the past and show you my life and let you see it. I ain't got the surveillance tape or whatever, right? But the divine do. You get what I'm saying? And one thing about how I let the divine show that or whatever, right? In case you don't believe my story, right? That baby, sometimes you have to faith it until you make it. Because even though the odds was against me in life, when I was on a heavy spiritual warfare, I did not stop. I still kept going. I didn't understand why I kept going. It's just something in my spirit kept telling me to fight, go, get up, get up. It's a warrior spirit, friend. And when people can feel that, they would try to destroy that. That's the confidence people feel that the divine gave me. You get what I'm saying? I don't even know where it's coming from, because I'm looking at, when you emotionally looking at something, you looking at when you in your feelings, because you got the right to be in your feelings, but get out your feelings. Yes, my feelings is valid, but it's me being in my feelings ain't gonna change nothing. Me learning the ropes gonna change something. You learn, like I tell you, friend, you gonna fail at something before you get better at it. I failed in life. I was so afraid of being a failure in life to the point I failed. I failed plenty of times. I was a failure, but I was not a quitter. You get what I'm saying? I failed the 3 times in life before I was able to succeed, friend. You get what I'm saying? It's something. All I just wanted is something. I just wanted to have purpose for something, because something in my heart. I have so much love, you know what I'm saying, to give. And then, like, even though I have so much love to give, life didn't want me to give it. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you like this, friend. If you somebody and you really a firm believer in yourself, friend, act like it. Don't be putting so much space and time on other people saying, oh, well, they didn't believe in me, but did you believe in you? And other people know they didn't believe in me because I didn't believe in myself. You get what I'm saying? I was so worried about them judging me because I was judging myself. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? Sometimes people are nothing but a mirror to you. Do you get what I'm saying? What you feel in the inside, people will show you on the outside. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? Let me tell you like this, baby. I don't care what you battling with. It's changeable. But you got it, but it's scary. It hurts. It hurts, friend. It hurt like crap. Facing reality. Like I told you, I do a lot of healing work now. I do a whole lot of healing work. Because the divine have certain stuff come back up, right? Where he say, you know what, you need to face this because you didn't face this when you were 5. You need to face this because you didn't face this when you were 15. You need to face this because you didn't face this when you was 20. You need to face this because you didn't face this when you were 25. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? Sometimes life show you what you have on the inside, and life also show you how strong you were. If I look at my life in victimhood, I'll be like, oh, well, I didn't deserve that. No, I did not. But my life built me to the person that I am today, friend. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. And I'm going to tell you something, friend. One thing I could tell you too, one thing I done dealt with is projection. It's okay to everybody look pretty. It's okay for everybody to elevate and have wisdom. But soon I have wisdom, everybody want to be defensive. Everybody want to feel attacked. Everybody want to attack my looks. Because, oh, you think you already know, baby. You feel the warrior spirit, baby. One thing about me, I don't act like how I look, friend. Cause I always been humble. But one thing I learned, people want you to be overly humble. They want you to really not love yourself. And I did that. Do you get what I'm saying? I done been there, done it. I already didn't love myself. Can't nobody beat me down as much as I beat myself down. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? And the reason why they able to even connect with you and make you feel low about yourself is because that's how you feel about yourself. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? I can cry a river all day, but that ain't gonna get me to the next level. I done did that already. I done cried rivers already, friend, in private. And I didn't need no pity party. I had the pity party by myself. I didn't need no company with a pity party. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to feel sorry for me. If I tell you my story, it's for you to spare me. Not because I need help, because one thing about it, Divine showed me how strong you think you keep on talking about all the odds against you, but how many did you face and how many did you get through? Did you get what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I learned if anybody in my shoes, you think they would care about me? If they had the opportunity right now to go live a life or to start over in life or God or whatever they went through in life, anything to go in life, that one thing I learned, okay, say is if you are afraid of success, if you are afraid of change, if you are afraid to succeed in life, let me tell you something. One thing I tell myself, if they was in your shoes, they wouldn't think about you twice. Because that ain't no projection. That's facts. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I learned it in my life when you always get put on the back burner. When you always the backup friend. When you always the backup lover. And you not even understanding. Do you get what I'm saying? When you giving people back to the streets and they steady coming back towards you, but you the enemy. You the devil. You the demon. You the low down one. But if you such the low down one, if you such the devil as they claim to be, why they won't leave you alone? Do you get what I'm saying? That's how you know that's spiritual warfare, friend. That's projection. I told you about this distance swapping stuff. You get what I'm saying? One thing about life wants you to feel low about who you are as a person, friend. I always been full of love, even if I didn't know nothing about love. I didn't know nothing about love. Of course, and like I had seasons where I didn't love myself. Plenty of it. Plenty of times. Because I didn't know how. We don't be taught that. I wasn't taught that. I wasn't taught, oh, you gotta love yourself. Then how can you really love yourself if every time you turn around, somebody needs your love? And the same people that need your love is the same people that will go against you, friend. Go get candidates. Oh, you want to hate Tasha too? Oh, you don't like her either? Okay, because for one thing, and guess what? How they can really do that? Because they don't like when you tell the truth. They don't like that you be able to see beyond the bull crap. They don't like, and then one thing I learned, friend, that people will do you so bad because they know you know too much. That's the enemy. That's the enemy moving through people. You know too much. Oh, I told them all my secrets. So let me go humble them real quick, or beat them down for they won't know, or oh, I don't want this person to know that they wifey material. I don't want this person to know they are really a good friend. So let me humble them. Oh, you really a crappy friend. You really this, you really that. Saying all these negative projections to you, knowing dang well you a good person. You get what I'm saying? Not perfect, but a good person. As in, you supportive, you do this, you do that, right? And they will still say you a whole nother way when they know they lying. But they scared to lose you, so they humble you. Instead of them saying, you know what, I love you, being a grown person, saying, you know what, I love you as a friend, and I love you as my lover. I love you as my family. I love you as my coworker. I really like working with you. And I know, you know what I'm saying? People don't know how to have healthy connections, so they try to force connections. You get what I'm saying? Because they want you to, they want to keep you small. I told you, they be want to keep you small. Oh, I don't want you to know that you wife of material, so let me treat you like you a cunt. Let me treat you like you really a horrible lover, so you can really feel low about yourself. Do you know how people come in your life just to plot on your dignity, just to plot on your confidence, just to plot on your self-worth? Why would you want somebody to feel so low about themselves? What? Like, I ain't never, ever been that type of person, because I don't benefit off of. Guess what I want you to do, friend? Guess what I benefit off of? Your happiness. And it's not because I'm trying to energy swap with you, nothing. Your happiness feed my soul, friend. You give me hope, friend. When I see another person doing it, gives me hope, friend. Because it don't take you nothing. It don't take nothing to clap for another person. Do you get what I'm saying, friend? When people see my smile, because I'm going to tell you something, friend, people going to see your smile. And they're going to try to wipe it off your face. And I had that my whole entire life. Try to wipe it off my face with these jobs, places I go. Oh, you think you all that. Just because I got a decent look to me. Oh, they too happy. So let me knock them down a couple notches. What? Friend, You don't even know how you trying to beat somebody down that been beat down their whole entire life. People don't understand at this time. You don't understand. That's why you can't judge a book by its cover, friend. I don't wear my feelings on my sleeve. I wear my heart. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I showed you my feelings, baby, you wouldn't even know how I still exist. I got every reason to be a bitter Nazi. I got every reason to hate life. Because that's what the devil want me to do, because he made my life hard because of it. That spiritual warfare. To when you getting talked about, your voice getting talked about all your life, and God tell you, are you blessed in your voice? This is God telling me. Do you get what I'm saying? I ain't gotta never lie about none of that, friend. This is God telling me that. Dude, baby, I was crying a river before work. What? He knew I was soul searching. And I didn't know that you can go to God and ask God, what is for me, God? What is going on? I didn't know you could question God, friend, until I started questioning him. Because I'm not understanding my life. And it took me a long time to just go to God. Just go to God. Ask God. You get what I'm saying? What is up? What is up with my life? I try to do right by people. I'm not understanding what the stuff I'm going through. Every time I'm trying to win, I try to get to a certain goal. I'm steady getting knocked down. It's like the devil on my neck spiritually, like he's stepping on my neck with both feet. Do you get what I'm saying? While I'm laying on the floor. And imagine how that feel, friend. And you have no choice but to do it by yourself. Because nobody deep enough to understand you or even try to. They rather just make it look like, no, you just lying. You just this, you just that. Whole time that spiritual warfare, I'm not understanding it. He wanted me to get to that point where I retaliated, to throw my whole life away. Oh, you throw your whole life away, or you ain't gonna be able to talk to certain people in the future. You ain't gonna be able to touch other people's hearts. You're not gonna be able to help other people get through some of the stuff they do, some of the stuff they going through. I don't mind getting it out the mud with nobody I love. Do you get what I'm saying? But the problem was when it was my turn. When it's my turn. You get what I'm saying? And I know a lot of y'all, you want to be mad at past people or people that did you dirty in life, which I understand. But one thing about it, friend, you got to forgive. You got to forgive. Because all they did was come in and help you out, friend. They help you figure out who you are as a person. And they also showed you how you felt about yourself. They will show you how much you didn't love yourself. How much, and then like I told you, every time it's hard to focus on love. Everybody needs your love. Everybody needs your love, but nobody want to give you the flowers. Everybody needs your love. Everybody benefit off of you. But when it comes to celebrate you, oh, nobody got and it's none of it. Or it's forced. How painful you think that is, friend? That everybody glowing off your love, but nobody want to give you no flowers. And I don't gotta make this up, friend. Like I remember one time I was talking to this dude at work, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, I told you spiritual warfare. The devil was moving through this person. And he kept on looking so mysterious to me. He was so secretive. And that's how I knew he was moving, the enemy moving through him. Right? I was like, why you always looking like you hide? You know, first I asked him about his podcast because my cousin told me he had a podcast. So I asked him about the podcast because I love podcasts. And, you know, like, I'm just like, okay, so I'm trying to see what type of podcast you have. Not to judge you. I just want to, I'm not trying to judge nobody's podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in competition with nobody, friend. I'm in my own line. And I still have to learn when I'm in this content creating stuff, people going to look at me like, they're not going to look at you like, oh, you family. They're going to look at you like you a competitor. I'm a threat to people, friend. And I'm not knowing that in my whole entire life because I don't have nothing. People still, you will think, okay, it's not because you're a threat, because you don't have nothing. And the reason why you don't have nothing because the devil don't let you have nothing. It ain't because I'm a fail. It ain't because I'm just a loser. I try hard. But to keep getting knocked back down, the person they're gonna know what I'm talking about is a person that go through. It's somebody that's listening to this video that have been through the same thing what I'm talking about. You're gonna know exactly the stuff I'm talking about. It don't matter how hard you try, you still cannot go over that mountain. It's like the odds is against you, like mud praying on your downfall. And then one thing I learned too: stop telling people your downfalls. Stop telling people what your downfalls. Stop telling people your thoughts. Stop telling people what you want to do and watch how your life change. Anyways, so I was talking to the dude or whatever, right? And I was asking about his podcast, whatever. And then one time I had walked up to him, whatever, because when I come to work or whatever, like I be speaking to everybody. I have the people I speak to. There's people I speak to. I'm like, hey y'all, what's up, y'all? We have our little conversation before we get to work. You know what I'm saying? Because the job I was doing picking. We had to do a whole lot of walking, right? So one day we was talking with him, and the dude was talking, and he told him, he said, you don't. He said something. He said, you don't see your light, dude. I like, well, and that's right there. I told you one thing about the enemy. The enemy love to question you. He love to question your faith. He like to find weak spots. And I would have never thought this until this, right? And he was like, you got a love that's so loud to the point it blinds everything around you. Like when you come around, like it was. I can't remember every word for word. I'm not good at gossiping, friend. I'm not good at telling you word for word or nothing. You get what I'm saying? So it's just basically he was trying to tell me how bold my love is. And this is not me being delusional. When you actually look at it, when you see everybody growing off your love, except you, because you ain't giving yourself the love, and it was meant for my life to be like that. I felt like at that moment, right? And then when I started giving myself that love, and I knew that he ain't lying, because when I give myself that love, I'm starting to feel, I'm like, dang, that's all I needed to do was be a friend of myself. You know what I'm saying? It started filling that cup up a little bit. And this is why the enemy don't want you to love on yourself, because your love is healing. Love, real unconditional love, it ain't about being perfect, it's healing. Real love is healing, friend. When you understandable, when you sit with yourself, you say, you know what? Yeah, we was wrong, but we're going to be okay. Yeah, that was messed up, but we're going to be okay. Yeah, sometimes you got to be your own. You got to be the mother. You got to be the coach. You got to be your mentor. Sometimes you got to be that lover. You got to be your friend. Sometimes you gotta be the person of the bearer of bad news. You gotta be the realist in your life, the therapist. Sometimes you gonna have different areas in your life that you have to be, friend. You get what I'm saying? You can't be afraid to get out the mud when you go against yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not only was I facing the devil on the outside, I was facing the devil on the inside. Imagine the devil attacking you all the time within. You get what I'm saying? That's what I told you. The outside matched the inside, right? So, after that or whatever, I had gave him a message. Some kept nagging me in my spirit. I tell him whatever he's soul searching about, did God see him or whatever. He asked me, well, we were talking or whatever. He was like, negative content sales. I said, well, I don't want to do negative content. And that's why my platforms grow slower than other people, because mine is on my path. You know what I'm saying? I want people that's for me. Even though I know it's going to bring negative people, because one thing about me, my light always brought negative. I'm not seeing it too, friend. That the reason why we're going through so much negative energy, because my light. You know what I'm saying? I attract a lot of people. And I was naive to that. You get what I'm saying? So when you dealing with that type, you can't get no love or that ain't in the spotlight too, friend. You can't get no friends that don't understand that, like that stuff. You got to get people that understand it. Dang, like what the crap? Like, because they looking at, oh, you getting clout, or people around you, they looking at you, oh, you get clout. So I want that clout. But they don't know with clout, it also comes with negative energy too, friend. You also got negative eyes on you as well. You also got people that be evil eyeing you. There's a such thing. You also got people that don't want to see you in the light. You get what I'm saying? People that's coming to your life to tear you down, friend. Plotting on you. What they say? Be careful letting certain people on your boat, because they would make it sink. They would sink that ship just because they not the captain. And it's a hard pill to swallow in this life. But I'm learning, like, this go round with this chapter. See, the first chapter, I was delusional. This chapter, we being real with ourselves. If a snake is a snake, is a snake a snake. If a thief is a thief is a thief. You get what I'm saying? You gotta, if a rat is a rat is a rat. You gotta see people. When that's one thing, who was that? It was one of them celebrities said that. Trust the snake to bite you. Trust the thief to steal from you. It was either the boxer or the dude. I don't think it was Denzel Washington. I don't know. I don't think it was him. I'm not sure. It was one, because I watched the video with him too. He said something real. I can't remember. That man, that night, no, it been singing Bill forever. But one thing I'm learning, friend, right, is The reason why you keep on getting hurt is because you still being naive, right? So okay, hold on, let me go back to what I told you what I was about to do with it, right? So something in my spirit told me to give him a message. And I called and told him, and I said, and when you I could feel him receive it. I felt he received it. And it's like after that, he switched on me. You get what I'm saying? As in, like he started to come after my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? What your intuition say with this? What your intuition? I told him, say, what your, because he asked me for some advice. For one, he just kept on, he rubbed me the wrong way today. And he was just asking me, because this ain't no friend or nothing. He was just somebody, a coworker, right? So he was just like, what I believe about certain things about somebody's relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving no reading none. He just asking me because I'm a woman. And I said, what your spirit telling you? What you feel in your spirit? Well, I don't want to believe it. Wait, baby, you want to be naive, boo. You want to be naive. She got this money from such, and she was just such. He was basically trying to see what she getting money from somebody else. Baby, what your spirit tell you? If you feel like that's what it is, friend, that's what it is, friend. What or go ask her. Well, how would I know? You know what I'm saying? I said, what your intuition? Oh, what your intuition tell you? So he tried to start coming after my intuition and all of that. So I stopped fooling with him. So he said something to me one day and I confronted him. I said, don't you never question about my beliefs. I said, you can't talk to me. I ain't got to come talk to you. You can't ask me. And one thing about the enemy, he love to come to you. You get what I'm saying? And my thing is, ever since then, when I said what I said to him, he stopped speaking to me. I didn't care about none of that. But my thing is, why? And that's how I learned that the enemy love to test your patience. He love to test who you are as a person. He come after your reputation. He also he want to steal your shine. The enemy needs your spotlight. If you ever watch Santa's Friend, because Santa's old now, and you seen how dude came looking for Sammy, it's like he knew Sammy was finna play that guitar. He knew Sammy was gifted. He knew it. And he was like, just give me Sammy and everybody else can be okay. That's how the devil be looking at you, friend. Each and every last one of y'all. When you want something in life, he don't care long as you over there smoking weed and getting drunk and partying and screwing. It don't matter with some of us though. But some of us, when you got a designate, some people he don't mind. He don't care about none of it. He'll overlook you because you already doing what he wants you to do. You get what I'm saying? Even when I was doing it, friends, it's finna stop me. See, that didn't work for me, friend. It don't matter where I was at, baby. I can be doing I could be a bunch of doo in the season, not doing nothing. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I ain't just ever had no season in my life. I just wasn't doing nothing. I'm always a hustler. I always have be, even if people see it or not. I always been a hustler. But if I had them seasons where I'm getting drunk, I'm really drinking my life away. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really battling with spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? I'm really battling with stuff. And sometimes I had to use what I got to get where I want to be, friend. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't cry so much, you don't even know how to cry, but you tired of feeling the way you feeling. Sometimes I done been too independent to the point I didn't even want to pray about it, you know what I'm saying? Or ask God about it. Sometimes when I take a shot, it brought me right to the divine. Because the liquor make you vulnerable. You get what I'm saying? I didn't have the right words to express how I was feeling. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, um, it don't matter. That's why I tell you, it don't matter what you do right with. Even if you do got like a certain light on you, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what I did. Even when I was one trying to, even when I was at the bottom of the bottom, friend. I can be doing like going against the grain, what the divine want me to do. I can be toxic. I could be dealing with toxic connections, you know what I'm saying? Drinking, smoking, whatever I'm doing, partying all the time. And the devil still was in my throat. It don't matter if I'm going after my dreams or if I'm sitting down doing nothing. I'm still a op of the enemy. You get what I'm saying? And if you know, you know. You get what I'm saying? He don't like who I am because he don't like my heart. I have a certain heart. I have a heart of gold. As in when I tell you, not saying it like my heart better than nobody. But I am a firm believer of unconditional love because I have it in my heart, friend. I have real unconditional love within my heart. And you ain't got to never believe me. When I be nice to people, it's not because I want nothing from you. It's because all I want to see you is smile, shine. I don't gotta put other people down to shine, friend. I would let you shine your light before I even shine mine. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't shine mine for malicious reasons. Sometimes I don't even know I'm shining. I'm just in my heart space. All I do is just want to love. And when your love is so intense, that's how you knew it's unconditional love, is when it's rejected so much. That's how you know you got them intense emotions. You got the intense love. You got powerful love, right? I remember I had a person gonna tell me, they were like, why you didn't give me a chance and this and that, woo, 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 right? When I was younger or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They asked me. And they were like, how we would have been in love, we would have been this, we would have been that. I said, how would we would have been in love if I didn't know how to receive love? I would have hurt you. For one, my eyes was not, I was not, for one, money was the center. Well, really, never money. It was a stability. I always had big dreams. As in, my big dreams ain't like your big dreams though. My big dreams is to like build my own family and just find the little things. Like, even though people don't believe in holidays, I don't care how fake the holidays is. I just want to find reason to celebrate. I want to just celebrate life. I was that little young girl that got passion for life. I always had a passion for life. And that's another thing the enemy didn't want me to have. I'm very passionate about life. That's why I'm able to walk up in the room and uplift everybody. Because I love to see other people loving on themselves. I love to see other people shining. It's like a big warm hug to you. You get what I'm saying? And it lets you know that all the hurt, the pain you went through weren't for nothing. That's why, even though it don't matter how many odds against me, I still get up. Because I'm crazy enough to know and want to know, how do it feel on the other side of pain? I didn't go through all this for nothing. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you like this, friend. If you're on a crossroads, right, and you want to give up, and some of your spirit keep on trying to force you not to give up, that's the divine. What it say? Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. He did not. Life is a game, friend. Every level is a new devil. You know how some levels more harder than the other one, right? Now, and that's why it's good to get to know you. You get what I'm saying? It's so much. Like, for one, us as humans, we are very deep. We are very deep. I don't care how shallow life want to make you seem like you are not. You're super deep, and it's plenty. It ain't just plenty layers to me or you. It's plenty layers to all of us. But a lot of people don't get chances to view them layers because they scared of change. They want to be stuck in their ways because they feel like they're comfortable in their ways. But you being stuck in your ways when everything is telling you to change will cause you karma. The reason why you stuck in life is because you're not answering the call. The call is calling you to change, and you're not trying to change. You want to hold on to them narcissistic beliefs. Because even though that hurt people stuff sound very good and it's very popular, you got to pay the consequences. Because I was like different. They did me like that. Divine says, so, okay, if you're going to jump out, they jump off a bridge today, you're going to go jump off of it. I don't want to hear that. That ain't the right answer. Why did you do it, though? How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. That's why the enemy always wants you to react. That's why he always, like when on the video of sinners, right? Can I come in? That's the devil, friend. That's how the devil is in our life. And I'm so glad I went to see that movie, because now I'm seeing all energy vampires like this. Is that dude? They let me know that they come in, because one thing what they say, the devil don't come, he don't come to no empty house. He don't. He will let you know that it's something about you. No, that's how you know how many attacks on your life let you know it's something about your life that you're not seeing. I'm not trying to compete with nobody, never have been this type of person. Trying to compete with nobody, not trying to knock nobody down, not trying to play perfect either, for I'm being honest. If I did, I would have told you, right? I'm not trying to beat nobody down. I'm not trying to be in competition with nobody. I don't care. We do the same thing. I'm looking at that's your purpose. It don't matter if it's 1,000,001 podcasts. Like I told you, I went to this podcast conventional thing that my friend had. And one of the women said, they're like, oh, podcasts becoming popular now. And she's like, okay, well, that's the thing. If the podcast become popular, what they leave us in your own lane. And that's when you have that type of mindset. That's why people go against other people. And that's where jealousy come in. And jealousy will trick you out your spots. Jealousy will trick you out your blessings. God will bless your neighbors just to see how you will react, friend. How would you feel in your spirit? Because that person might can't feel energies, but the divine know it. A lot of this world try to make you feel like the divine ain't real. The divine ain't no such thing as karma. Ain't no such thing as this until you, baby. Sometimes the reason why you don't believe it's karma yet, because that means you got plenty of karma coming towards you, friend. And it's plotting on you. It just wait on the right time. And you ain't never witnessed karma, friend, it's coming. And when it come, that means it's coming. It's coming bad too. Cause karma ain't no joke, baby. Talking to somebody that went through karma plenty of times in life. I know about 3, 4, 5 times. But they probably ain't the times you think it is. Most of the time it was in my love life, in my connections. You know what I'm saying? In my connections. Be careful of the feature. Be careful what you say out your mouth, because it can haunt you. My words got me in trouble. Me knowing better and not doing better got me in trouble with the divine. And when I got to when he told me what I did, I couldn't do nothing except the butt whooping. Because what I can't lie like I didn't do it. He knew it. He knew more. He know more than I do. He know, and I say, you know what, you right. I was wrong for that. That's why when people see me now, they be like, girl, you supposed to be dating, you supposed to be doing this, you supposed to be doing that. And some people will be envious because you don't have no children, you don't have no man, and you got all this free will, and you ain't doing what they want you to do. They want you to go tear your whole life up. No, friend, I always been disciplined all my life. Like when it comes to the divine, to a certain extent. Always to a certain extent. Now I wasn't perfect at all, but I still had discipline in me, friend. I'm not gonna go do what everybody else do because my spirit won't let. My spirit feels other stuff. I can't go do everything everybody else do. For one, the divine ain't gonna let me. You get what I'm saying? And I never understood that. But when I look back at my life, it was like that, friend. Like when you know better, you do better. You telling me do this, but spirit saying, I wish you would. Who you think who you think I'm gonna be more scared of? The divine or Hermes? The divine. You get what I'm saying? And one thing I learned too, friend, people will also use the divine as a technique to knock you down too, friend. People will use the divine to bully other people. And that's not that. So I also remember that too. So some of y'all might be afraid to go to the divine because somebody told you that you ain't divine, you going to hell because you made horrible decisions in your life and the divine don't love you, don't choose you. Come on, who tells somebody that now? And you don't got to believe me, friend, but it's a lot of wisdom, not just from me, friend, that's going to be issued out because that's why it's so much karma being issued out. That's why you see so many celebrities that been doing wrong by people, a lot of people of high honor, they've been doing wrong by people falling off tower. Look at Diddy. Diddy cooked. He's cooked. And it's not because he just like, my thing is, friend, why I tell you, if you don't believe in karma coming towards you, and it's like people, steady speaking out. I didn't even follow the case until one that girl, I think I forgot her name. It was a Caucasian girl got on there and she was talking about like how they were hunting her. Like I'm talking about as in like they kept on trying to offer her stuff because they wanted her about her silence. She was silent for 10 years, right? And she said she couldn't sleep right for 10 years. She wrote letters to herself and said, if I ever go missing, well, here's my letter and all of that. Friend, every dog has his day. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you like this, friend. A lot of the reason why a lot of this stuff being issued out because life been horrible for too long. This ain't the only generation messed up. Generations been messed up. They all the time, oh, it ain't like how it was back in the day. Back in the day were messed up too. It's just now you got more free will. And you have people that be jealous of that because you got free will. Like I told you, right? Like a lot of people tell me I should be dating, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Friend, I did a lot of stuff when I was younger, friend. Not saying like that was a late bloomer, of course. But I effed around and found out. You get what I'm saying? I done had them seasons where I was talking to people and knowing I didn't like them, or I was just bored. Friend, I ain't got no hard time getting men, friend. I had men attracted to me for a very long time, friend. I get too much attention. I told you that sometimes it's annoying because some of them want to tear you down. Being wanted by men ain't no flex. Being valued is. You get what I'm saying? That ain't no flex. Oh, you should be doing it. Oh, I be having a man pay for this boy can control you. Friend, I learned that a lot of people want to try to live your life for you. Or they want you to view your life a certain way. I'm gonna live my life how I want to live it. At my own time and my own pace. For one, I'm a serious dater. You know what I'm saying? So I used to have commitment issues because I love deep. I'm a deep person. So a lot of times I was playing with people because I didn't let people get too close to me, or they weren't deep enough for me. Right? But sometimes, when you connect with people and it don't work out or whatever, sometimes you want to beat yourself up, but sometimes it's just not meant to be, friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I done had people I connect with and it didn't go nowhere. I ended up being the one that was heartbroken or the one that was sad in the end. But when I look back at it, friend, we didn't even resonate for real. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just lustful. Some relationships be built on lust. Some just be built on okay, we like each other, but what else? Because you can't like me and only like certain parts of me, but you don't like all of me. That's not real love. Real love is when people love you, and even with friends, even with people that's around you, love in general. We're not just talking about love in relationships. Like in your partnership. Partnerships can be anything, even coworkers, anybody that you connect with, right? One thing I learned that, for one, you got to have people that love it. You and me, I told you, people will show you how you feel real yourself. If you love only certain parts of yourself, you walking in shame all the time, and you feeling low about yourself, and now that you will meet people that will come in and do you the same way. They only love certain parts of you. Until I started being by myself and started loving on the ugly parts of myself, or the parts that I felt I was ashamed of. You deserve to be loved all the way, friend. And most of the reason why you in that shadow side, we all got a shadow side and a light side. And the reason why you feel so low and you always in a low vibrational energy and feeling low about yourself, or why you always in that shadow side, it's like you always easily triggered, always defensive. And it's because the other side of you tired of feeling neglected. You say you don't care about other people viewing you, but you really do. And if you getting tired of caring so much, you got to go within, friend. You got to tell those parts of yourself that you neglected that, hey, I love on you. I love you. It's time for you to go love on all parts of you, not just some parts. Because if you don't love all parts of you, friend, it will destroy you. Now, I'm not going to lie. No shade, no tea for religious people, you know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why I didn't choose religion. Because you're not going to make me feel sad or shameful for my past. Everybody may mess up. You're not going to make me feel bad for having a shadow side, because I got to take up for myself. Because if don't nobody love me, I should be able to love me. If don't nobody got my back, I should have my back. And the reason why we put so much wear and tear on other people, and so many people, you put people in the place of your happiness and people in the place of supporting you, is because you're not doing it yourself, friend. When you give it to yourself, it make other people want to give it to you, friend. Okay, well, I see this person, they doing it on their own, so let me come help. And sometimes that's why you deal with takers, because takers teach you. They will dry you out to the point they will force you to be open to receive. Because you don't know how to receive, friend. That's the reason why your love life suck. Because you might ain't open for love. Even though you crave it so bad. It don't matter how much I crave love, I was not open for it. Because for one, how you going to be open for it if you don't love yourself? For one, you got to get to know what love is. For one, you got to sit with yourself and connect with yourself and hear yourself out. Other people might look at me as like, I was too needy because I felt like I was too needy. I was like, my inner child always needs something. Always, like I hated that. My good day was good, but I used to hate when I have bad days, when I'm feeling in my feelings or something. I'm feeling triggered. You know what I'm saying? Feel like, that quotation, woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And you woke up on the wrong side of the bed because, it's because the wound, you feeling the wounds. A lot of the people that you deem as bitter, or you see this bitter, they got negative spirits in them. A lot of them is because of wounds, friend. And they're making no excuse to not to heal from, because a lot of people, they blame themselves. And a lot of people, do you know how many people walk in this world is beating themselves up a lot? But it's like, but they tell, oh, I love myself. I love myself. Now, I know I'm this, I know I'm that, but in the inside at home, they feeling real bad or real low about themselves. And that's not something you use against them. That's something you pray about. Because even though they'll use that against you, you don't got to do that to them. Now, even sometimes if you do, if you ever do use it against them, take accountability on your part and say, okay, you know what, I was wrong. Even if you ain't got to tell them that, you could tell it to your divine, to God, you know what I'm saying? Or you could tell yourself that, you was wrong. That was wrong of you. Friend, life ain't meant to be perfect. It's meant to be learned. I mean, it's meant to be balanced. You get what I'm saying? Life ain't meant to be perfect. Relationships, connections ain't meant to be perfect. It's meant to be worth it. Now, if the bad outweigh the good, then they let you know it's not for you. But if the good outweigh the bad, you have just a little bad times, then they let you know that it's worth fighting for. You get what I'm saying? For you can only do so much. Okay? Remember that. And let me tell you something. If you feeling low about yourself, they ain't got nothing to do with other people. Yes, they might was the cause of it, but they coming to show you that you're not okay. And it's okay not to be okay. And it's okay to go within. Quit thinking you got it's something wrong with you just because because you having a crappy, like, okay, stop thinking there's something, like, stop overly judging yourself just because you need a little help, you need a little guidance, you feel a little needy, you need therapy, if you need something, if you need help, friend, they make you human. One thing my life taught me is that you are human. But I never looked at it like that, because I always was like, I was so centered on my goals, getting it out the mud, to the point that I wasn't focusing on the love, like the little things around me. Why are you rushing your life? Why are you so young trying to find a soulmate instead of enjoying life? One thing I learned, friend, when I say a man the one, oh, God really come in. Oh, long as before I say he the one, I can have fun and do my thug dizzle and enjoy my life until I say, oh, he the one. This might be the one. Oh, there go the destruction. This might be the one. Divine, like, why did you keep on looking for the one? Just enjoy your life. What are you doing? Why so serious? I was so serious at an early age. Because I felt like I was on a mission. I don't know. I didn't know why. Till I'm learning that it's okay just to flirt. It's okay just to chill. It's okay to be a crybaby one day. It's okay to not be okay, friend. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay for you to be in your feelings. It's okay to be bitter sometimes. As long as you take accountability and you get out of it. You get what I'm saying? Life have its seasons, friend. You get what I'm saying? So allow yourself to have those seasons. I love you, friend, and I'm going to talk to you later. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. And I love you, friend. And I'm sending nothing but love and light your way. And I just remember, friend, you ain't gotta go through it alone. I'm always right here. You can always find my channel. And even if I trigger you, friend, it's coming from a place of love. I'm not trying to trigger you out of ego reasons. I just want you to know that, like, look, there's a different part of life, but it take work. It take you keep going, even if you got to go through the fire, even if you got to go through the belly's beast, or the beast of the belly of the beast, even if you got to face Satan, you got to keep going, friend. I love you, and I'm gonna talk to you later.